Has EA Sports secretly undone the best gameplay patch in FC history? Many players are convinced that a shadow patch has reversed all the incredible changes we got just a few weeks ago. And honestly, I feel something is off as well. From AI defending suddenly feeling cracked again to pacey players like 98 Bale slowing down, it's like we are back to square one. Or are we? Is this a shadow patch or are we just overthinking it? Today we are breaking down what's happening and why EA might or might not be playing games with us. Let's dive in. First, let's remind ourselves why the last patch was celebrated as the best gameplay update in years. We got more in-control defending, dribbling became silky smooth, and the meta shifted towards skill, precision, and creativity. It felt like EA had finally given us what we have been asking for. A game with real skill gap. But now it's like the rug has been pulled out from under us. And that is suspicious. Here's where things get weird. Post Team of the Year, players started noticing subtle but undeniable changes. AI defenders are back to intercepting everything. Defensive pressing feels automatic, and some of the quickest players in the game, like my 98 Bale, feels sluggish. It's like someone hit the rewind button on the progress. But again, I ask you this question. Is this really a shadow patch or is it something else? Let me tell you, we will factor everything. First up, we have overloaded servers during Team of the Year. You need to understand, this week Team of the Year was released, full in packs with Team of the Year honorable mentions. A lot of SPCs were released and many players came back to the game because the game was hyped. Everyone, me included, was telling people that come back, game is great. And we know how EA servers are. They are very bad. There is a lot of lag compensation and most FC players play on Wi-Fi, which makes the gameplay experience horrible, and servers are bad anyway. At the same time, many players have had time to adapt to the new meta and they have gotten better at manual defending, as well as the fact that EA has been under fire lately with bugs, server issues, and backlash. Would they risk their credibility by rolling back their best patch in ages? You need to understand this, that EA's stock is crashing. EA is at loss compared to previous years and they needed a big change, which they brought in with this patch. The community gave them positive feedback for once. So why would they spoil it just like that? But you never know since it is EA Sports. Like I said, reverting the patch does not make sense. The gameplay update was a PR win for EA. For the first time in ages, the community praised their changes. Why would they throw that away? Plus, with Team of the Year, they are focused on keeping players engaged, not driving them away with worse gameplay. And if this was intentional, where is the patch note? EA would have addressed it or at least spun it in their favor. A shadow patch after they have done everything right, that is the worst possible timing even for EA Sports. What do you think, guys? Could EA really be out of touch or is this all just in our heads? Let me know down in the comments. And if it is indeed a shadow patch, EA Sports, please revert it. Don't do this to us. But like I said, I still believe that it isn't indeed. So what's really happening? I believe the server issues are number one because the gameplay is really bad right now. By gameplay, I mean how it feels when we are playing. The input delay is crazy. With Team of the Year traffic, overloaded servers are likely causing input delay. Ultimate Team was down yesterday. The gameplay is laggy. This can make everything feel off, from passing to dribbling to AI defending, touches being heavier, and players not just doing the right movements. And I play this game a lot and I play in high ping. I can tell when the gameplay is good, when the gameplay is bad. And the past few days, since last Wednesday, the gameplay has been awful. And this is a psychological perception. When the gameplay feels off, it's easy to think the entire system has changed. But maybe it's just a mix of server issues and people getting better on this patch. At the end of the day, whether it's a shadow patch or a mix of bad servers and us being conspiracy theorists, something feels different for sure. And EA owes us clarity, especially because their servers went down. Transparency could solve this in seconds, but silence just fuels the fire. Now, with all that being said, guys, what should you be doing right now if you want to get more wins in Weekend League? Well, focus on the fundamentals and you still need CDMs, okay? In the build-up, try to be more careful. Don't spam the speed boost. Speed boost still works, but just don't overdo it. Do it when you're side by side with the defenders and try to play the game during non-peak hours. What are the examples of non-peak hours? Early mornings, right? Mornings, early afternoon, and late evenings, late nights. These are the best times to play the game, or just leave the game for a couple of days. Believe me, if you don't play the game for a couple of days, the gameplay always feels better and the gameplay is different from account to account. If you didn't know that, we could have this debate later on, but that is entirely true and you can check it out for yourself as well. So if you are struggling with the game, I would suggest take a step back, take a couple of days of break, and then come back and see how the game treats you. Also, when Team of the Year is over, people get off of this game, I believe the gameplay will be feeling changed again, and you will see various different tweets from the same people who are cursing the game now. You need to form your own opinions rather than being a sheep. Don't listen to me, don't listen to anyone else. Form your own opinion and don't do it from emotions, do it from logic. And if you're wondering what about the players I should be using on this patch, I have made a second channel and I published this tier list for strikers. Check it down in the description and I will see you in the next one.